questions that you want to know and you want answers to. Tell me what your number one question is going to be.
Alright, so I have just been said that I'm a chicken butt by Onik. So Onik, if I'm the chicken butt, then you're the, I don't know. I was thinking of something bad, but I'm going to be nice today. So welcome to our Daily Huddle, episode number 49. And like always, I'm broadcasting this on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook right at the same time. And I'm simply just ignoring Onik. But if you guys want to actually abuse Onik with questions, you can simply start asking him right now, okay? He's actually watching my Daily Huddle right now. So if you guys are on here, you can talk to Mr. Senior Chicken Butt. I'll be the junior. He'll be the senior Chicken Butt. So Chicken Butt can answer your questions on Facebook right now. And he's still watching right now. So I think it is the perfect time for you to actually take advantage of him. Alright? So with that, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. And I hope that you guys actually got some amazing work completed, from setting up your ads to working on your store or basically working on your business. Now, in today's topic, I'm actually going to take a side step, okay? We're not going to cover e-commerce. We're not going to cover digital publishing. But as a matter of fact, I actually want to cover how you can actually use online ads to actually sell a car. Now, you might be wondering, well, how on earth can I actually sell a car online? Well, here's the truth. When I was actually in BMW, my goal was not only to actually get customers into the doors, I was actually been assigned to advertise on selling cars. So that way, obviously, if a person is interested, I know for a fact that that person will actually come to our store and actually buy the car. And with a car, obviously, there are a lot more money and profit included inside the car because obviously it does cost a lot of money. Now, with that, obviously, I just want to get the feel out. Any of you that are in the sales side of your business, so for example, if you sell a car, maybe you sell real estate, or maybe you sell life insurance, or you sell health insurance, if you are in basically, or it's not really just your business, like your 9-to-5 job, it's still fine. So if you're in the sales business, okay, put in a me right into the comment box right now so I can actually get the feel of who is actually in the sales business. And if you are in the sales business, you definitely want to hear out my strategy that I'm going to actually lay out for you guys on how to actually sell a car. Now, it doesn't have to be just a car. You can use the same exact concept, okay, and actually sell a real estate, a condo, a insurance, or anything that is considered like super high ticket. So I got a lot of people on Instagram that is actually in sales. I got Onik, who is in sales, and Onik, you're not in sales. All you need to do is like webinar. Sorry, I'm just changing my sunglasses right now inside Instagram right now. So let me see who else is in the car business, or basically not just car business, but in business in general. I got only a couple in YouTube right now, and I got Ice Rise at Too Much BS. If you think my stuff are too much BS, then simply leave my Daily Huddle, okay? I don't need you to be here. I don't need you to listen to what I have to share, especially if you don't find this valuable. So this question actually got inspired today on why I want to cover this topic is by Alvin Cross. Alvin Cross said that I am in the second-hand car dealership niche. How do I track potential customers who are searching to buy? I have a virtual auto ship, Aruba quality car deals. I don't know what Aruba means, but this guy, Alvin, obviously he is in the car business and he wants to learn how to actually sell a car. Now, here's the truth. It is virtually very hard for you to actually sell a car right away in the first point of contact with your prospect through online ads. So let me get that straight, right? Obviously, for you, if you are simply on Facebook, Google, or basically reading an article, you see a car, you won't all of a sudden just whip out a credit card and actually buy the product. So first you gotta identify, well, you know for a fact that if the person is basically wanting to buy a car, they would want some sort of information so that they or you yourself can actually figure out if this is a potential prospect or if this person is just not really interested, right? So that's what you want to identify first. So obviously, since you're selling a car or you're selling a house or you're selling a insurance, you do have a lot of commissions that you make where you can actually use it towards ads. Now, for used cars or even brand new cars, here's what I would actually do if I were you, Elvin, to actually identify who these people are. Number one, obviously, as we all know, people are kind of a little bit scared of buying a used car nowadays. And they're scared about buying a used car only because of several reasons. Number one, they don't know if they're going to actually get scammed on buying a car that doesn't work. Number two, they may be afraid that they're paying more than the asking price, right? Obviously, everyone wants to buy at the lowest cost possible. And for a used car, obviously, the number varies. Depends on the mileage, depends on the condition, depends on the year, etc., etc. So when a person is actually in market for a used car, majority of the people are not that educated on actually buying a car. They basically will be worrying about all sorts of details. So if I were you, Elvin, I would actually create a mini report, okay, that is created by your auto dealership on simply telling maybe 7 hacks on buying a used car. Because first, what you're doing right now is that you are building the trust between you and the person on the other side of the screen. And that is very important. Even if you are working at an auto dealership, customer comes in, you gotta basically work with them, build their trust. Basically, you have to convince them to actually buy that particular car. So with that, you want to first build the trust virtually. So this way you're doing it at a much granular scale and you can do it at a much bigger scale. So what you want to do is the following, okay? Create a free report, okay? Simply maybe a 7 hacks on buying a used car. And you know for a fact that if that person actually gave you their email address in exchange for these information, then obviously this person is going to be wanting to buy a car in the next 30 days, or they are already in the purchase cycle of wanting to actually buy a car. Now, put in a 1 into the comment box if you agree. If a person all of a sudden sees an ad, they see the ad saying that 7 hacks to buying a used car to save you more money, then obviously if that person gave you their email address, then the truth is, they're ready to actually buy a car. Now again, this doesn't have to be just car. It can be a real estate. If you're selling a real estate, then you'll be like 7 hacks before you close a housing deal or whatever. Okay, I'm not in the real estate market, but I'm just sharing these ideas with you right now. So now that you have basically pre-qualified that lead, okay, you know that that person in your system is ready to actually buy a used car. And if you actually have an amazing free report done, that report is going to actually build the trust in your customers to your store, or basically what service you actually have to sell. So that way that the trust factor is going to be thrown off the table. So now they're in the deal hunting mode, right? They're now educated. They're pre-qualified leads. Now they're basically pre-educated. So at that point, there are several things that you want to do. Number 1, you want to run retargeting ads. And number 2, in your email broadcast, you want to basically feature this week's deal or what car you have in stock and really ask that person to come into your store or simply book an appointment for a test drive. And that's what you wanted to do. Now with retargeting, it is going to be very, very powerful. What you want to do, now that you actually basically pre-qualified the lead, they go to their landing page, you can actually build a custom audience of anyone that actually gave you their email address and wanted to actually get more information on buying a used car. Then all you got to do is create a slideshow, okay? This is actually very important. Now, if you actually take a step further and actually create a video on showcasing the car, talking about the benefits of the car, the specs, the mileage, and being the face on the camera to actually sell that car, then obviously if that car is exactly the same model or basically something that is of their interest, they would simply book a test drive and basically come to your dealership, and from there, you let the salesperson do his job. So what you're wanting to do is you want to use something that is more bigger and granular out of the market and basically pre-qualify the lead and retarget them. And that's what you want to do. And also you can use email marketing at the same time to actually send like this week's car deal or this week's discount, this week's sales event, etc., etc. Now when it comes to ads, all right, I would have to say there are definitely several ways for you to do this. Number one, obviously there's Facebook ads, and I've talked a lot about Facebook ads already. So today I'm actually going to shift and talk about Google for a little bit over here. So obviously one thing that I want to cover, if you have this sort of funnel in place, you can actually look into advertising on Google Display. Now on Google Display, there is a particular feature that works really well, which is the in-market audience. So obviously, as you all know, Google has a lot of data. Now, they may not have the exact targeting data or the ability to target at a precise targeting level, just like Facebook. However, Google obviously have a lot of presence online, and they have so much data that they can identify if that person is in market or is not in market. Now, if they are in market, and basically Google pool them together saying that this person or these group of audiences are in market to buy an automotive deal, an automotive, then from there you can actually create a banner ad to give away the 7 hacks and basically pre-filter from there. And like I said, doing the same thing, pre-qualifying the person and then sell them through emails or simply sell them through retargeting ads. So if you look at this from a bigger picture, okay, what you're essentially doing, like I said earlier, you're going into the bigger market, but you're pre-qualifying the lead based on your free reports, and you create a particular strategy to actually get those person to actually book an appointment with you or go to your dealership, etc., etc. Now, you can also go after the search traffic. Now, I won't suggest you to go after Google search traffic because of the competition. And if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to cost you a lot of money. But what you can do is that you can also use Bing ads at the same time. Now, yes, Bing is a much smaller network compared to Google, but at the same time, if you're able to actually get clicks and bidding on the keyword buying a used BMW 3 Series, and the person actually click on your ad, going to your collection of your inventory of your BMW 3 Series, you know for a fact that that person is super highly qualified and that they would actually make a purchase decision in a very short period of time. So there are different strategies and ways for you to actually work on this. It doesn't always have to be Facebook, okay? Your goal, okay, is to actually find different ways to get these traffic, to get the pre-qualified lead in your system and simply start selling them. Now, there's also other strategies. Maybe set up a 30-minute free consultation call to find your perfect car, or set up a 30-minute consultation call to get your to find your perfect home, etc., etc. Now, by you having that person being able to actually book that call, you know that you have the time, 30 minutes, to sell them right on the phone, to either to come in, look at some stuff, or build that relationship. All right, and at the end of the day, like any sales related business, you gotta build a relationship. And if you are able to build the relationship, then obviously for you to actually ask for the sale is actually going to be pretty much easy moving on that way. All right, so I hope that really gives you an idea and what I would do if I were in your position, Alvin, and really treat this as a real business. Again, at the end of the day, everyone on the other side of the screen is selfish, okay? They only care about what's in it for me. Ride that, right? Give them what they want and then ask for a sale because you are building that trust and you are basically doing that. And again, you would want to actually use something to actually advertise it. It's going to be very hard for you to, let's say that if you got a used BMW that came in, yeah, you can do a video about it, you can do a video selling it, or you can do a slideshow selling it, but you are now going after like the bigger market and it will cost you a lot more money before you actually can sell the car. Whereas if you actually go down to free reports, you're going to get a list or a big list of people that are ready to buy a used car, and you simply just sell either your inventory or your friend's inventory, etc., etc. All right. So again, there are a lot of different strategies, and one thing that I wanted to share with you guys is if you want to absolutely crush it with online ads towards your business, you have to be creative. Okay, you got to be creative, and you always have to figure out what's in it for me. Not for me, but for your customers. And if you're able to find out that sweet spot, then it's going to be very easy for you to actually sell whatever you desire. Now, when it comes to ads, it's really more technical side, more than the creative side. That's what I have to say. So you always have to find a hook. So in this incident, 7 hacks to buying a used car is a hook to get the person to go into your funnel, pre-qualify them, and actually sell them. Alright, so I hope that helps you out, and especially if any of you that are in the sales environment, I hope that helps you out. Alright, so let's move on back into our daily huddle on answering questions. So for the first question of today is by Jermaine. Jermaine asks, how to advertise products that Facebook considered as weapon, like kitchen knife, survival products. What are the alternatives to Facebook? Thanks. So, Darmaine, here's a thing that I wanted to share with you. When it comes to, I don't know why this thing, there you go. When it comes to selling knives, it is actually against majority of policy, not just Facebook, but Google and Bing. They do not allow knives. Now, if you really want to sell knives, the only avenue that I can think of, which I am not good at, which I don't do, is Amazon. I see a lot of knives being sold on Amazon, and I think that is going to be something that you want to look after, or you want to basically look at if you are really wanting to sell knives. Now, survival products are actually allowed on all networks, except for like knife-related survival products, then it is considered as a weapon. Alright, now if Facebook doesn't actually take it, I would have to say Google and Bing would actually not allow you to actually run the ads at all. Okay, so if you are saying like you're all into knives, that's all you want to sell knives, then I would say you want to look at Amazon. Or the other way that you can actually look at is what we call dedicated email buys or solo ads. So any person that actually own a list of survival preppers or a list of people that are buying a lot of kitchen household goods, then sending an email, asking them to send an email about your product, and basically paying them to actually send that email, then there's no policy stuff involved. All right, so that's what you can look at. So moving on to the second question is by Bowden. Okay, I can't pronounce your last name. Ivchenko. All right, so Bogan said, hi, I'm 16 years old, and my father asked, what probability that people will buy? So, Bogan, I would actually do this. I would actually ask your father when was the last time he actually bought something online. And I would bet you he would say not long ago. So, if he asks you that question, then fire him back a question and ask, well, when was the last time you actually bought a product? And if he answers, well, recently, then I guess your dad will actually shut up and not say anything about it. But the probability. So let's talk about the probability. I would have to say, I don't really look at the probability. I look at the conversion. And that's all I really care about. Now, I don't look at the conversion with the industry. I look at the conversion based on my advertising data. And if I am actually generating a profit or not through my own advertising. Because it doesn't matter what your competitors are doing. Some of your competitors may actually be losing money while they're advertising. You never know. Because you never know the actual behind the scenes of what is happening. So what I would actually have to tell you is that you got to basically figure out, or you got to start looking at your data to see that if you yourself are actually generating sales and profit through your own efforts. And that is one of the most important things. And if your dad is not convinced, or you're trying to ask your dad for a investment into your business, or basically you're convincing your dad that you don't want to go to school, then what you want to do is simply go to statista.com. All right, it's a It's a statistic portal where you're going to get a lot of information about stats, and simply just show him the e-commerce stats on how much money there is in the marketplace. Because by 2021, it is expected to actually do nearly it's $4.6 trillion. So tell your dad, hey dad, if I only get like 0.00001% of this market, that's still a lot of money. All right, so again, you want to convince him that, and you want to share and basically provide him with third-party statistics to actually prove those. All right. So moving on to the third question is by Aaron Berini. All right, looks like it is a French last name. I don't know how to pronounce your last name properly. My apology. So Aaron said, "Hey Fred, thanks for providing such invaluable information all the time. What do you think about dropshipping from Etsy craftspeople, listing unique items from them in a Shopify store? Can it be profitable? Is it a new trend?" So there's obviously several questions that you actually brought up. What do you think about dropshipping from Etsy craftspeople? So what I would actually ask you to do is I won't actually dropship directly like you're doing on AliExpress. What I would actually encourage you to do, if you are trying to actually or wanting to sell products on Etsy on your store, I may actually just go to that person, go to the Etsy owner, and say, hey, can we form some kind of partnership on the products you made? All right, I will create the site, I will run the ads, and all you got to do for me is to simply ship out the product. But I cannot afford advertising based on the real retail price that you're selling at. So do you have a better pricing for me if I'm going to advertise on your behalf in the Shopify store and actually drive you business? And all you got to do is honor me a cheaper discount and you ship out the product. So what you're essentially doing right now is that you're creating or you're forming a partnership, okay? And that's what you wanted to do, because you obviously want to buy your goods at the lowest cost possible to make the highest profit. And that's what you want to do. You don't want to actually arbitrage on the retail price, because what's going to happen is that if people brand it, if these Etsy craftspeople, that what they usually do is they actually brand it, put their Etsy store name, whatever on it, then obviously they will actually go back to the Etsy store and buy, not from you. So you want to form some kind of partnership, and that will actually protect you a lot more. Now, I think it is a really great idea to actually do that, is to actually sell unique products. And if you're actually able to form some kind of partnership, then you're not going to actually advertise the same product that maybe other people are in AliExpress, okay? So again, it is a good idea. But here's one thing that I can tell you. Can it be profitable? I cannot guarantee you that, okay? Because there are so many variables involved, and obviously I do not have the magic ball to basically share with you, are you going to be profitable or not? But all I can tell you is that there is a high chance of success with that if you're able to actually lock down some kind of deal with that Etsy owner and actually get an exclusivity or whatsoever, okay? That's what you want to look into, all right? Is it a new trend? I mean, there's not a lot of people that's doing it. There are some, I would have to say. But is it going to be like as big as AliExpress and dropshipping? I don't think so in the meantime, but I'm not sure in the near future if it will be a new trend or not, okay? But again, if you see an opportunity, run at it, okay? Before it actually, maybe other people actually found out about it, start doing a course about it and start selling it, then you are going to actually be, you're not going to be ahead of them, okay? In any market, if you are the first in market, you will always get the piece of the pie a lot quicker, all right? And that's what you wanted to do. So the fourth question was about the auto dealership. So I answered that question. Now to our last question of the day is by Kadeem Wilson. Okay, Kadeem Wilson said, how do you know if a niche how do you know if a niche isn't going to work? Question mark. I've been trying to break into the League of Legends niche for 2 months, but I've only sold one item. I'm starting to run out of products to try for PC gamers in general. I kind of feel like I'm fighting the data. Thoughts? So, Kadeem, I have to tell you this, flat out honest, heart to heart. It's the fact that I wish, I would assume you're a pretty young kid, and I wish that I obviously have the time and the leisure to actually do this. Be a YouTube gamer. Alright? This is what I have to share with you. Be a YouTube gamer. There are so many people making a ton of money every freaking day by just simply playing video games. Now, a lot of people that are older, in like your 40s or 50s, you guys would never understand how this works or why this works. But ultimately, at the end of the day, if you are really into a game, and this game is an esport, okay? Yes, gaming now is considered as esports, where it is actually a sport. So League of Legends is definitely an esport, and there are so many people that actually watch other people play League of Legends. It is just mind-blowing. And not just League of Legends, obviously. There are Overwatch, there are World of Warcraft, there are Battlefield, Call of Duty. There's a lot of other ones out there. But League of Legends is obviously a very huge one. So Kadeem, if you are really wanting to crack into the League of Legends space, what I encourage you to do is to actually become a YouTuber and actually, number one, record your gameplay. Number two, basically make jokes in your video to actually have your own personality and build your following. Now, with that, what you can actually do is as follow, and this is actually the perfect thing. You're not advertising right away. You're actually going after more of a organic approach backed up by advertising. And here's exactly what I would do if I were you, okay? Create a YouTube channel, record your gameplay, record your tips, record funny moments, okay? Record you unboxing or opening loot boxes, okay? Like, there's one that always worked, like Rich Kid bought over 1,000 loot boxes, and you just simply record a video of you unlocking the loot boxes. There's a lot of people that will watch that, okay? So you constantly come up with daily videos of your gameplay, showing about it, talking about the game, etc., to build your following. Then here's what you wanted to do, okay? Get your subscriber counts up, get all those stuff up, and in every single video, you want to feature a particular product that you are using for your gaming. So let's say a keyboard, a mouse, a headset, a USB, or whatever that you use that will help you with your League of Legends games. Because people will actually listen to you and buy your product if they love your content. Okay, you don't even have to hard sell them. You can simply say, today I'm using this mouse, this keyboard to actually play League of Legends. Let me do the gameplay. If you guys want to actually get a copy or use my spec, there's a link right below on YouTube. Click on it and order yours, etc., okay? So there, you actually have a revenue income stream. The other one is that once you actually got your subscribers up, you can actually turn on monetization with YouTube, okay? You can turn on monetization with YouTube and simply have Facebook, or not Facebook, you can simply have Google place ads inside your videos and you make simply advertising money. Like like Logan Paul and a lot of big guys make millions a year simply just having content up. And you're using League of Legends as the play to actually go and market. Now, if you have a lot of followers starting to actually watch your stuff, then you want to actually initiate advertising, okay? You want to actually use YouTube ads and go after people that actually watch your YouTube video and simply sell them with an in-stream ad on saying, hey, thanks for watching. Hey, today I got a special deal for you. This keyboard and mouse, I've been playing it since I've started my gaming career. It's been absolutely phenomenal. And guess what? You can actually get it today for 50% off. And there's a link right on the bottom left hand of the screen or right on top. Click on it. Here's a 50% discount code. Get yours right now. That's what you can do. I just gave you an ad right now for YouTube in-stream for people that actually watch your League of Legends games, because you know for a fact that if they're watching your games, they want to know how to play better. They want to basically know how to actually do things better. They want to know your specs, and you basically sell them from there. Then eventually you can move on to print on demands and basically sell your own branded items like Logan Paul does, and simply use the organic traffic and the paid traffic to turn it into a whole and actually go from there. Alright, so I hope that helps you out. Oh, someone said that, why is the title episode number 1? My apology, I forgot to update it. Thanks for letting me know, facts on this end of things. But again, at the end of the day, that's for basically gamers. You can actually look for that. And I would have to say gaming makes a lot of freaking money. It's just overwhelming and ridiculous amount of money. But you gotta be like really persistent on shooting gameplays every day, giving ideas. You gotta be ranked in competitive a lot in order for you to actually gain some traction or actually gain some control from there. Alright, so that's really it for our daily huddle for today. Now put in the comment box what you guys think about my daily huddle today. Do you guys have a lot of value? Do you guys learn a lot? Did it give you some, did it spark an aha moment? Let me know in the comment box right below. And while the comments are coming in, today is Monday. So what does Monday mean? Monday means our next winner for our Kickstart 500 grant. So let me actually pull it up. Alright, so for those of you that are joining me for the first time, listen. Every single Monday, alright, if it is not a holiday, every single Monday, I invest into one single individual with $500. And with that $500, this individuals can go and create a business and basically advertise and start learning about advertising, okay? It cannot go into the latest iPhone gadget or the Apple product or whatever. It is used towards basically investing into your own business, alright? And on top of that, if you are selected as the winner for the Kickstart 500 and getting that $500, and I'm going to give you a to-do list, okay, of 5 items. If you take the 500 and actually do that 5 items, you will actually be scheduled on a one-on-one consultation call with me where I'm going to actually review your business, walk you through, tell you what you should do and how to scale up your business so you actually have an entire plan that you can actually use. Alright, so if you guys are interested on basically applying for our Kickstart 500 grants, all you got to do is go to fretlamp.com/500. Okay, that's 500. Alright, so to our winner for this week for our Kickstart 500, and my assistant want me to use this. Alright, so the winner to our Kickstart 500 grant today is Antwon Horde. Antwon Horde. A-N-T-W-O-N. Last name Horde. H-A-R-D. So, Antwon is actually in e-commerce. And his story is simply, I've done a lot of research online about affiliate marketing and e-commerce. After much searching, I've come to realize that e-commerce is the right avenue for my current skill set. Great. Let's see. Or if you will, the type of business that I like to be most comfortable doing. I'm a graphic designer. Graphic designer so much of mundane things like setting up Shopify store, creating graphic ads, video, choosing templates, etc. I am pretty good at it. Actually, it's my strong point. Great stuff. Currently, I have a streetwear brand called Urban Street Geeks that I have been ready to launch, but I've hesitated due to the fact I need money to advertise. I understand it's not likely that I'll have the type of success that I'm looking for without doing online ads. Hence my reason for signing up for the Kickstart 500 grant. I'm a husband and a father of 5 children, so I'm trying to create the type of financial freedom to be able to accompany my children in their athletics. They all play basketball, and the only way I can be there to support them is to somehow generate more income. I understand that there will be many people signing up for this opportunity, but I feel like, why not me? In any case, I'm grateful for the opportunity, and not matter what comes from this, I will continue to push forward in pursuit of my financial freedom. Excellent, excellent. So everyone congratulate Antwon for winning our Kickstart 500 grant. So congratulations to you, Antwon, and I look forward on actually seeing your brand grow. And thanks for acknowledging how important advertising is. So I really hope that you use the $500 wisely towards your ads, and then my assistant would actually reach out to you for further details. All right. So other than that, that is really it for our daily huddle for today, all right? Now, before I actually leave, I'm hosting a live workshop this Wednesday, okay? There's a link right below on Facebook and on YouTube. I actually forgot to put the link, so you may have to actually go to my Facebook channel or Facebook page, look for episode number 49, and there's a GoToWebinar link. Click on it, sign up, and make sure you are there live, all right? I'm going to be revealing my 8-figure blueprint, all right? I'm going to be revealing my 8-figure blueprint on digital publishing, so make sure you actually click that link, sign up, and make sure you are there, all right? Other than that, I look forward on seeing you guys tomorrow in our next Daily Huddle, which is going to be episode number 50, all right? Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.